So see guys how astrology works. So you can see number 10 means it's a Capricorn ascendant. And Moon and Ketu in 3rd house, Jupiter in 7th, Saturn in 8th house, Rahu in 9th, Sun and Venus 10th, Mars, Mercury in 11th. So what happened? So when you are Capricorn ascendant, your Lord Lagna is Saturn. So how I am correlating with my life? Because Saturn is your Lagna Lord, so my education was halt. Like I prepared for 5 years for engineering exam. So there was halt already because Saturn is aspecting my 5th house. Okay. First thing what Saturn does when he is Lagnesh as a Capricorn ascendant, that's what he does. He's gonna slow everything. That's what he does. And Saturn in 8th house, what it does? Okay, you're gonna become engineering, spy, research. That's what. Because I wanna become astronomer long time back. Okay, didn't happen. That's what Saturn did. Slows your education. And then it's aspecting my 10th house, career. It just slows down. Yeah. So like I want to become an actor, but still right now things are different, but slows down. Saturn in 8th house also gives you a lot of knowledge of astrology, which I never thought. But at the age of 36, suddenly I found, oh, I love astrology. I started studying. And you see, I'm talking about all these planets and D1, and you can see D9 here. I'm going to talk later. That's what Saturn gives. Knowledge of all this stuff. Death, transformation. And I have survived death 7 times. I saw death in front of me. But what Saturn does in 8th house, slows down everything. That's what it did. I saw death, but it was coming slowly and slowly. So I survived. Okay. Saturn in 8th house also gives you hidden money. Money from inheritance. I'm the guy, you see, Jupiter in 7th house is exalted. Means one of the greatest person you can see. I never thought about money from someone. I'm pretty good guy. I'm never gonna think bad about anyone. So that was Jupiter do. 7th house, exalted in Cancer, is in 16 degree. but Saturn brought me some inheritance. Okay. And then you have Sun, Venus. Venus is pretty good. Sun and Venus both in 10th house, creating a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. So of course I'm gonna be ready to enter in politics. No one's gonna stop me from 2029 when Sun is gonna get the power. But when you see Saturn is aspecting, is a third aspect, is gonna slow us down. But when time will come, and as I say, time has come, because everyone knows in astrology from 24th Jan 2020, Saturn transit in the first house for the Capricorn ascendant. So just ready for the great news. But Saturn in 8th house, it slows down. With aspecting your 10th house, career was slow down. 2nd house, income, slowing down. 5th house of creativity. It's like I want to become actor, but I had all the energy and all I have, but it's the just timing. So, and when you see in 3rd house moon with Ketu, that's what they do. They call Grahan Yoga, Chandra Grahan Yoga in astrology. Moon is everything. It's just bringing your mind here and there and all that stuff. From one side, as a Capricorn ascendant, I am one of the, hard-working, smart-working. And once I decided to do anything, I'm not gonna quit. But Moon with Ketu is creating a Grahan Dosha. And it was just doing all the stuff. Finally, I told some of the priests in India perform the puja Grahan Dosha for me. They did just few days back. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a pretty good result. But still, I'm gonna start working on that. And I can also tell Mars and Mercury, not gonna talk about Neptune right now. Mars and Mercury in 11th house. So Mars in 11th house, Mars is the lord of 4th and 11th house, and Mars is in a strong position with 13 degree. So if you do anything with real estate, which I am doing, and I am getting a lot of pretty good result. Mercury means in 11th house, means anything you do with your speech. Mercury represents speech and communication, so you will get some good result. It's a house of gains. Okay, and now they are aspecting 3rd house, which is Moon, and Moon is already aspected by Jupiter from the 7th house. So a lot of things going here with acting. That's a huge. And you remember my Jupiter is exalted, 16 degree in Cancer, aspecting my 1st house. Means Jupiter is gonna enhance your personality. So Jupiter is aspecting 1st, 3rd and 11th house. So what majority of this bullshit astrologers call, they're just bullshit. They say, oh, I have been studying 20 years. Bullshit, you didn't study. Do you know if Jupiter aspect any one house, it just enhances the quality. Okay. And Rahu is sitting in the 9th house. And 9th house for the Capricorn ascendant is the house of fate. And who is the lord of ninth house? Is the Mercury. And where is the ninth house is sitting? Is sitting in the house of gains. 11th house with Mars and Mercury. And Mercury is still young, 16.5 degree. So what do you think? It's gonna bring me a lot of money through speech, communication, and of course stocks, which I already have millions of dollars. Made money with stocks, thanks Mars, real estate. So, and then I contacted some of astrologers and I said, okay, look at my D1, D9 and D10. And for your surprising, some guy said, oh no, D9 is for the spouse. That's bullshit. If you have any debilitated planet in D1 and if they are exalted in D9, okay, then the story is gonna different. As Kapil Raj said, and there are a lot of big astrologers said, if you have big planet in D9, something doing good, and they are bad in D9, then result is gonna be change. Okay, so we're just gonna focus on Venus because as I want to become an actor and I'm going through Venus Mahadasha from 2010 and Venus already gave me so much. So my Venus is the strongest planet. Own sign of Libra. Okay. So now we have to see where is the Venus in D9. So this is the D9 chart. And as you see here, Venus is exalted in Pisces. So how much powerful right now Venus? Here Venus was in own sign of Libra in 10th house. Of course with Sun. And Sun, what Sun does? Sun purifies. And my Venus is retrograde. And to become a really good actor, your Venus has to be somehow afflicted. I didn't write R, but my Venus is retrograde. So Sun is purifying. And of course, Sun is gonna get the power in 2029 when I'll have a Nich Bhang Raj Yoga. Okay, so now see at the D9. And my D9 is like really powerful because in D9, my Venus is exalted in Pisces. What you want? Venus was getting some here and there from Sun, but now Venus is exalted in Pisces. And look, where is Rahu? And as some guy said, if you want to become famous or anything, Rahu should be 1, 4, 5, 10, 7. Rahu represents masses. So here in D9, Rahu is in 7th house. What's going to bring? Huge fame. And see, where my Sun? Saturn. Saturn in the 3rd house, Saturn in the Virgo. It has 60% strength. So as they say, don't wear Neelam or blue sapphire for Saturn 8th house. No, you just cannot talk about what Saturn is doing in only D1. You have to see what's happening in D9. And Saturn is getting power. 60% strength in Virgo. Okay, Jupiter in 7th house, extremely good, exalted. And see where Jupiter right now. 5th house of creativity and acting with Scorpio, good friend. And see, Moon is already good in 3rd house. Okay, Moon Ketu, I did Chandragrahan Puja Nivaran, but where is Moon sitting? Moon is sitting with Mars in 4th house. Moon and Mars, they are creating Moon and Mars. They call Chandra Mangal. It's a yoga, one of the pretty good yoga. Okay. Sun in 10th house, but a lot of astrologers said where Sun gets its real power, it's in 11th house. Digbali. See, here Sun is sitting in 11th house. That's it. Now we're gonna go to D10. See where Venus is sitting, second house of income. So Venus is doing pretty good. First, D1, 10th house, D9, second, D9 exalted, and D10. Aries, that's okay, but still is second house. And see where the great guy, Big Daddy, Rahu, exalted in Taurus. What you want? Rahu exalted in Taurus for the D10. Majority of astrologers, they just didn't see that. That's why I started studying astrology. And see where? Sun in the 4th house. Jupiter again 6th house. Jupiter aspecting. Here Saturn is in own house of Aquarius. It's moon. Yeah, it's with moon. They call Vish dosha, but I already have performed whatever. So there's no problem with moon. It's gone. So now moon is gone. So Saturn is gonna get all the power. And then you have Mars. So see what happens. They say moon and Ketu in 3rd house. Because you did perform puja or whatever, they say Chandragrahan. So their power is gonna nullify. So they're not gonna create a bad effect. So with Mars and Ketu, now Ketu lost his power. Okay, Mars is already good in my D1 chart. Saturn is own sign of Aquarius. Okay, Venus is good, Rahu exalted. Wow. Sun in 4th house. Sun in 4th house creating, aspecting Mercury, and Mercury in 10th house in D10 means you gonna do anything with your speech. Speech means I can become politicians, I can become good actor, oracle, good public speaker, anything. Yeah. So many good things. And then see here. That's my study. Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, Malavya Yoga, Hamsa Yoga, Amla, Vesi. And when you see Bhavachali chart, it has a Ruchak Yoga too. And then when I did my own research with Rahu Yoga. So here you see, this is a Rahu chart. You have Rahu in 1st house and moon is aspecting. As Ketu is not in power, so moon is just gonna empowering Rahu. And here see, Mars, Mercury again is Scorpio, Mars in own house. Saturn again, own house. It's just a power, so much power. So I think, okay, one thing what I'm going to talk about, Arudha Lagna. They talk about Arudha Lagna, fame. And when it comes to fame, they say Venus, Jupiter, and some, but when it's come to Arudha Lagna, Moon is a karka of fame. And you can see here, moon is my Arudha Lagna. This was the calculation I did. And then I also did fame massive. So I watched Kapil Raj and some other guys. So he said, okay, if you have Rahu and Venus in 5, 7, 10 house, so then you're gonna be massive fame. Okay, let's see here. So my Rahu is in 7th house in D9. I showed you. My Venus in 10th house in D1. And my Jupiter is 7th house in D1. And my Jupiter is in 5th house of creativity in D9. Okay. So as I see my chart here, and it's a moon chart, and they got Shadbala. Shadbala means most powerful. Venus is the strongest, 1.48. Jupiter 1.24, and see that Moon is 1.32 and Mercury is 1.29. So as an actor, you just wanna Venus, Moon, Mercury. Jupiter is always gonna give you fame anyway. So, and okay, I also did just few days back I found Raj Yoga, Parivartan Raj Yoga. Lord of seventh moon, Lord of the seventh house is Moon, which is third house, and Lord of third is Jupiter, which is seventh house. See that? See here. Jupiter is sitting in the house of Moon, and Moon is sitting in the house of Jupiter. Jupiter is a lord of third and 12, and Moon is lord of the we are sitting Jupiter. So there's no way someone can stop me become one of the really greatest actor. And of course, politics is coming. No way. From 2029, I plan to become, in fact, running for prime minister. That's what I used to think. But okay, one thing more. When you are Capricorn ascendant, or when you are ruled by Saturn, and they call fate. So when you are ruling by Capricorn ascendant, Saturn will bring you kind of fame or anything at the age of 36. So at the age of 36, I had a pretty good, monetary income or whatever. That was pretty good. But if you see, my Rahu is sitting in the 9th house, and 9th house for Capricorn ascendant, house of fate. And what Rahu does? If you see, Rahu brings you like Bhagyodaya, fate, rise of fate at the age of 42. And I'm just 7-8 months, maybe 10 months away from that 42. So I'm pretty sure I'll be there. So this was analysis you have never seen anywhere, because no one talks. And why I'm talking about that? Because my Saturn is in 8th house. So that's how I inclined with all this astrological knowledge at the age of 36. Before that, there was nothing. So I thought, okay, I need to talk about that, so that people don't see, astrology is bad or not. It's not bad. But first you have to be aware of that. And why I become aware of that? Because Saturn in the 8th house. Yes, I want to become astronomer at first when I was 15 years old. Now at 36, maybe I am 41. Now I think, I can become one of the good astrologer. But Venus in 10th house, and I am also going through my Venus Mahadasha, which started from 2010 and is going up to 2030. So I'm pretty good. So anything I'm going to do related with acting or fashion, doesn't matter, I'll get success. And that's why I love to wear so many rings, stones. You can see some of my videos playing poker. That's what Rahu does. That's what Rahu did. Or Mercury. Stocks, gambling, horse racing. That's what I did all these years. I quit my engineering job. And that's what Sun does too. If you have Sun in your 10th house, there's no way you're gonna work under someone. No, that's not gonna work. You're gonna be your own master. And that's what I did. I quit my high-paying job in India and quit my really high-paying job in United States, where it was so easy for me. I was not going to do anything, just sit, and I was gonna become CEO. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm here to do something big. So question is, not question, let's see if other astrologers watch, and let's see what they come up with their analysis. Of course, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is D1, D9, and D10, and that's a Rahu chart. Okay, and that's Arudha Lagna. Of course, you can create it. So let's see. I'm gonna upload this, and just tell me what you think.